Now when Ariana Grande said, "I want it, I got it," what she did is she shifted timelines. Like literally, like if she was like, "I want it, I want it, I want it," she would have stayed on that timeline. No, she went, "I want it, I got it." And in that gotting it, she then had it. It was a different vibrational frequency in a way. And in this video, I'm gonna show you why needing anything will keep you in that paradigm on that timeline. And when you stop needing it, it will then need you. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron. I help people expand their consciousness. And on this video, I'm gonna show you why we gotta stop needing. The more we need anything, the more we don't got it. Why are we gonna keep doing that? So the way that this works is we were taught, and here's the thing too, this also will have a lot to do with desire. Because if you've read like the old school books like Think and Grow Rich, it's like have a white hot burning desire. But here's the thing, if you stay with that white hot burning desire and you don't ever turn it into intention, it just stays there. You just stay saying, "I really want that, I really want that," which means I want, I need, I don't have, and it's a timeline for that. But when that desire is then transfused and transmuted to intention, which means I intend, which means I go do, which means I am, that's when you go from one to the other. And the key to this is making that transition. Now, when I first learned about the law of attraction, let me tell you something. Well, I was working a 9-to-5 job when I learned about the law of attraction, and it was a sales commission job, and you probably heard the story in like 20 other YouTube videos that I've talked about before, but I started to apply the law of attraction at my sales commission job, and it really did work. One day I went in, when I was first like, let me see if this law of attraction stuff works. So what I did is I wrote on my mirror on this like marker thing, and I said, today I will sell $8,836. And that was like a big day for that day, because normally when you go into where I used to work at Nordstrom's and women's shoes, you'd sell like $2,000 or $3,000, sometimes like $3,500 to $4,000 if you had a really good day. I set myself a goal that was like double. It was like sometimes what people would sell in a week in one day. And I went in, and at first nothing really happened for a couple hours. I went to lunch, I came back, I just stayed in that knowing and was taking action and seeing myself as somebody that was going to do that for the day. And things started to go well, and like 2 hours before the close, I was about to close for the day, we were about to close the store, I had a friend that was getting off for the day. He gave me a customer, and the customer spoke zero English. She was from China, and she just literally walked around, tried on a shoe and said, okay, tried on another shoe, okay, tried on another shoe, okay. I'm like, what does she mean by okay? She just ended up buying like $4,000 worth of stuff. And I ended up, at the end of the day, after cleaning everything up, I go over there, and I checked my number, and guess what? It was within like $80 of that exact dollar amount. And that's when I was like, okay, there's something here, because I worked there for years and never sold that much. But then that actually happened. Now, after that though, I got into a lot of understanding the law of attraction, and I was the one that was like kind of trying to manifest my dream life from just thinking about it. Not actually being it, not actually getting into the vibration of intention. And because of that, I stayed for a very long time in the needing it. I was in the very long time of wanting it. And therefore, I was in a reality of that for a long time. When I started to make daily YouTube videos, that was when I translated that needing into being in that vibration. Now, even when we look at this, we can see that if you look at even my own life, there's a moment in life when we decide that this is who I am now. Like they say with the law of, or they say, Dr. Wayne Dyer says this, you don't always get in life that which you want, because also what you want, you say you don't already have, but you always get in life a reflection of who you are. So what's your identity like? What is natural for your identity? Because if you need it, then your identity, it's probably not natural. It's not natural for your identity. If you need it, which means you lack it. So needing anything is also saying, I lack it. When you see it as natural for you to have something, it is then just a part of your self-image. You don't even think about it as a need because it's just naturally there. You see, this is the difference. Now, this is that scale of consciousness that you've probably seen me share in a lot of videos. And on it, you will notice that desire is 125. And you might say, well, that's kind of a low vibe. I mean, you got 125, you got 250 of neutrality. You've got 350 of acceptance, 400 reasoning, 500 of love. Joy, peace, and enlightenment is above that. The more you raise your vibration, the easier, the more flow there is in your life, the better you feel. However, 125 is pretty dang low. Why is it so low? Well, let me tell you. Desire is normally coming from a place of lack and a place of lust. A place of normally it's rooted. The kind of desire that this is talking about is the desire that's coming from not necessarily the state of beingness, but the state of desperation. And a lot of people, when they're trying to manifest what they want, they're in a state of desperation. I really, really want that, which once again means I really, really don't have it. Imagine that the universe just says yes to everything you say. And you say, I really, really want that. And the universe goes, yes, you do. Yes, you do. And you say, don't you get it? I really want it. And it goes, yeah, you really do. Yes, you do. But if you were to say that I have it, I am it, the universe would then begin to affirm that for you. You'd be beginning to see synchronicity in your life in that way. So the thing that makes this video a little bit different than the way I've explained it before is understanding this whole thing with timelines and also frequency. So you see a radio frequency, 92.6 versus 107.1. Just examples there, but one frequency, the frequency of needing something, is the frequency of not having something. And in order to move to the other frequency of having it, what you have to do is you have to move from that pure, simple desire and needing into the being. And the being also has to do with action and a choice about who you are. It's a choice about the identity. But the more we remain in that needing is the more we remain in the old identity. Think about it like that. That's the way I like to think about it. Is the old identity versus the new identity. One identity wants and needs, and when it needs it, it says it doesn't have it, it's feeling desperation, but there's thinking, feeling, and acting equal to that reality. Now, if you want to make the transition, what you must do is decide that this isn't who I am anymore. When you start to associate enough pain with that, like with this video, with what I'm doing is really just showing you a thought reversal as to, instead of needing it, wanting it, and desiring money, love, and success, realize that those things that you need on the outside are already inside of you. The emotions that you would get from feeling and having a lot of money, like freedom and security, you can feel those emotions now. The emotions you'll feel from having love in your life, you can feel love right now. It's just that there's a rule that says, I need these, put a little red in there, I need these to be happy. There's a rule in the mind. It's just a rule. You can let go of the rule whatever you want. So when we have this old identity that says, well, I need this, it's not taking into account that everything on the outside is a mere reflection of what's on the inside. So instead of needing anything, realize you already got it. You got it. Remember, Ariana Grande. She says, I want it, I got it. Okay? She said it like that, like, I want it, I got it. I went to the new timeline, I got it. She ain't saying, I want it, I need it, I'm not having it yet, I want it. No, she moved very quickly. She literally shifted quantum field timelines by doing that. And in the same way, she went from one identity to the next identity. She may not even known it. But it's natural for her to say, I want it, I've got it. There's just a natural flow for her. Okay, now in the same way, what you can do is realize that this old you, that thought, that the outer reflection was something you had to change, you now realize that this is really about a shift in consciousness, a shift in awareness. Because guess what? Nothing on the outside is really going to make you as happy as you think it's going to make you. I mean that. Right? You want to know why I mean that? I live in a pretty cool house now. I live in like a house that a couple years ago, I've been like, oh my goodness, that's such a cool house. And then I went to a rock show and I have like these amethyst geodes all around my house. I have like, and I'm not saying this to brag, I'm saying this just because anytime you experience something on the outside, like a goal or something, you feel good for like a day. And then after that, you go back to your base point. So what I mean by that is, once you realize this really is just an inner game, I feel good already. I can focus more on the inside. I can feel more gratitude now. The more you do that, the more you then get in vibrational resonance with what you want to experience. So needing and wanting are lower vibrational paradigms of also the old 3D reality. Whoa, we're going a little esoteric here. There's a shift in paradigms right now happening on the planet. I know that sounds a little bit weird. If you haven't watched my videos on this kind of stuff, then you probably think, whoa, this Aaron guy was really cool, but now he seems a little weird. But here's the thing. What is happening is the old paradigms of working really hard, the old paradigms of scarcity mindset, the old paradigms of the mentalities that we had of the willpower and all of that, it's starting to change. And the way it's starting to change is it is now more about flow, and it is more about letting go of trying to control. It is a different paradigm that we're moving in. And the needing and the wanting and the old school paradigm of the 92.6 is becoming a station that's becoming a little bit fuzzy. And the fuzzier it becomes, the more necessary it will be to get to a higher level paradigm. That higher level paradigm is more from acting from a paradigm of love, maybe even some reasoning. Reasonings like the beliefs that we have about the way reality works. You change your beliefs, you change your life. And what we're moving into a paradigm of is not wanting the outer things, realizing this is all an inner game. Reality is a reflection. In this new paradigm that we're moving into right now, it is about integrity. It is about having fun. It is about enjoying yourself. It is about doing things that are win-win for other people. You win, they win. And that's one thing that I'm really focusing on right now, because even in 2020, which is the year I'm making this video, it's something that's more important than ever. It's understanding this integrity and this energy, and this energy wants flow. This way of going about things in the past of old paradigms that my ego is definitely attached to. My ego is still attached to making daily videos on YouTube. But I'm realizing now that I should just do that as much as it feels fun to do, as much as I feel in flow to do it, and then I could focus on my other stuff, like doing the live events that I'm scheduling today, and all of these other things that I'm doing. That's where my focus and my flow goes. How do I feel? What is in higher vibe, which is doing what I love. Now here's the thing though, the old version of me that needs things to be a certain way, that's controlling the outcome, is what I do is I become aware of it, and then I decide to move into the being of the version of me that I want to be. It's really that simple. But the key to this is really becoming aware of the vibration. When you become aware of your vibration, you then allow things to soften up, to get easier, so that you manifest from a higher level of consciousness. So stop needing it. Money, love, and success will come to you because you realize the emotions that these things bring you are already inside of you. These things, you think you want money. You think you want love, but what you want is the effect and the emotion it gives you. And if you get rid of the rule that says that you need certain things on the outside to feel a way on the inside, then you might start feeling more security, love, compassion now, and then you will be in vibrational resonance to see the mirror of life reflect back to you those things. But if you need it, you are negating the awareness that these things exist inside of you. Dang, that's good. If you are negating that these things the emotion these things bring you isn't already inside of you, then you are negating that reality on the outside. When you start to feel gratitude for the emotion that these things bring you now, how could you do that? Well, let's say, I don't have that much money in my life, but you probably still have a place with shelter and food. You probably still have people in your life that you love, like family and friends, even if the specific relationship you're looking for isn't already there. And the more you focus on the gratitude for what's already in your life, the more you'll put out of the needing frequency and into 107.1, which is the having and the being of it. You have the freedom to go eat what you want out of the fridge right now. It's a small way of looking at something that you already have, but it's a gratitude frequency, which is something you have, not that you need. It's not something you need. And then you start to feel it on the inside, and then you'll experience more and more synchronicity that reflects back what's on the inside. This reality game that we're in is an inner game. That's it. It's an inner game. When you change on the inside, you also change the outer reflection. But don't go try to change that outer reflection. It's tempting, I know. I'm gonna go change that over there. I'm gonna go make it look differently. I need to control it. I need to control that person. That's all on the outside. When instead, if you focus on the inside, feeling the gratitude now, shifting your emotion, realizing that you can stop needing it, and if you start to associate enough pain with knowing that if you need it, you're not gonna get it because you're gonna be in the vibration of I need, instead of saying I have and I am. I have and I am. So you can choose those and you can shift that timeline with conscious choice of also knowing that those emotions already exist inside of you. If you're wondering and you're like, whoa, Aaron, this whole vibration thing sounds kind of weird. I do have something where you can calibrate your vibration. It's called whatsmyvibe.com or whatsmyvibration.com. Don't go to whatsmyvibe.com. It's whatsmyvibration.com. It's a quick 2-minute survey. You'll know what your vibration's at and then how to get to the next level of vibration. Plus you'll get a personalized meditation for getting there. It's completely free and you can click it to the top of the description box below, whatsmyvibration.com, and that will help you to get there and to get out of needing and into being. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, peace, much love, and namaste.